Hi, Eric Keyser here, the Unstuck Coach, talking today about how anxiety, fear, worry takes us to the end in our thinking. And you know what I'm talking about. You got a cold and at some point in your worried thinking it turns into cancer. You have a fight with your friend and it signals the end of the friendship. You get an angry critique from your boss and you're convinced you're going to get fired. COVID-19 turns into the Black Plague. It's not because we're stupid. It's not because we can't think. It's a very natural response to what happens when we start doing anxious what-if thinking. And it's based entirely in the function called flight or fight. Flight or fight has a couple of very specific tendencies. The one I'm going to focus on in today's post is how, because flight or fight evolved to help keep us safe, one of the things it does is it starts looking for ways of escape. So zebra watering hole smells tiger. That zebra's got a very straightforward proposition in front of it. Get the heck away from that tiger or get eaten. So its first impulse is to run. One of the things the brain is doing in any creature when flight or fight activates is it's looking for the best route out. That includes figuring out worst case scenarios. If I go this way, this might happen. If I go this way, this might happen. That's extremely useful in the natural world. In the real physical world, it's a magnificent aid in getting us to safety. It's not so useful to us when we're not in a real world physical crisis. Please don't misunderstand me when I say that things like COVID-19 or an angry conversation with your boss or even a cold aren't serious problems, or can be serious problems. They can be. What they can't do is kill us in the next 30 seconds. They can't, in the framework of flight or fight, be a crisis. They can become a crisis, however, in our thinking. I want to say that one more time. I am not trying to minimize any of our fears or concerns. What I'm trying to do with this discussion is get us to understand that we can become the prisoners of a very natural process, flight or fights, extrapolating out into the future, and as a result get pinned in the future as flight or fight tries helplessly to solve this problem for us. It can't. Things like difficult bosses or troubled relationships with friends or even illness, while they can be very serious, they can't be a crisis. Crisis for flight or fight means you're telling me you're scared and I'm trying to solve it right now. It can't. These are problems and they have to be tackled as problems. We have to get our brains out of flight or fight and back into what might be called cortex thinking or rational thinking. I'm going to discuss that a lot over the next couple of posts. But for this piece today, understand this one thing. Flight or fight's tendency is to take us all the way to the end. The thing we want to start doing is being skeptical about those end stage results in our thinking. To begin practicing reminding ourselves just because we're thinking them, or perhaps most importantly, just because we're feeling them, that doesn't make it true. All right, see you next time.